June 3rd Architecture Review Board meeting to order at 5:32. Roll call.
Aaron Yoder.
Here.
Dennis Ray.
Here. All right. Review of the approval of the minutes from the ARB meeting held May 20th, 2025. I believe there's no comments.
No comments. So I move we approve them.
I will second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Where's that third eye? Okay. Agenda item 1, ARB case number 25-11, 32 by 24 accessory structure presented by applicant and property owner of 49 Cascades Drive. It was approved by Board of Zoning Appeals meeting at the 21st of May for an area variance of 63 square feet. Got it. Okay. So, I think there's photographs of the house in here.
Yes. I don't think my packet comes up with yours, so
This is not your house though, right?
correct.
Okay.
I wish it was, but it's not.
Where did I put those photos?
This page here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the neighbor. That's the neighbor's house. There they are. Yep, so that's the front of my house.
Mm-hmm.
And the accessory building is gonna go on the south side, which is the right side of the concrete pad,
Mm-hmm.
in between the pad and the tree line there. So it's gonna extend 32 feet, essentially parallel with the house, and then 24 feet deep. And then I took a close-up of the front of my house so you can see the vertical board and batten siding that's on it, but I'm basically matching around the whole perimeter of the building.
There it is here.
Yeah, and then these pictures that she's showing, in all four of these pictures, I'm standing in the center of where the building will be
Mm-hmm.
and taking a picture in each direction. So the top left one is looking north. So the two garage doors, the one on my current house is gonna face the garage door on the building.
Right.
And then to the east is in the top right corner. Nothing but trees in the back. There are a couple houses way in the back, but they're not anywhere in the picture. The bottom left picture is the house to the south of me, which is the detailed picture on another page. That's the one that's going to be closest to the building itself. And then the bottom right is a picture to the west of the street. And as you can see, there's nothing but trees across from my property.
So the batten spacing on the accessory building will match the batten spacing on the house.
It'll be, I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what my back spacing is on the house.
I'm gonna think it's gonna be a little narrower. I think the LP is like 8-inch.
LP
That
is
looks like
16 inch.
The space, the battens are 8 inches on center?
No, I think
There's
this is
16.
right now. It's been a while since I used it. It was
So LP is 16-inch wide panels,
Yeah.
and then you allow for a 3/16 gap
Right.
in between
That
each
goes over
panel.
the top of that.
So technically, it'll be 16 and 3/16 inches on center.
Yeah, well, it's probably not too far off of what's on the house now.
Correct.
Okay, what it looks like.
Yeah.
So,
We Would you like me to just walk through all the details I plan on using in the building, or do you just want me to answer questions?
I think when your pitch is 412, it looks like your house is a 412.
Yes.
So it's pretty straightforward. And I guess one question I would ask is the trim on it will be white around the windows and doors, like the house?
There will be no white trim on this building. It'll be all black trim.
Your windows are black.
Correct.
Why would you not match it?
Because I have plans in the near future to reside my entire house.
And change all the trim to black?
Correct.
Okay. I kind of like the white.
I mean, white looks nice, don't get me wrong.
Is there a reason you want to change it to black? Just out of curiosity?
I love the look of black. If you go to the other picture, there's a couple pictures in here.
Yeah.
I had this page here.
Mhm.
These are kind of inspiration photos that I've used. The two pictures on the left are two different buildings. I've got the colors right here with me. The siding on that is a color from LP called Cavern Steel
Mhm.
Yes.
with the Abyss Black trim. The building on the right is all black, all Abyss. Black roof, black trim, black siding, black windows. I really like that. My wife didn't necessarily agree, so we compromised on a little bit of a gray siding.
Okay. Yeah, my next question was going to be about the shingles on the roof instead of using asphalt shingles instead of the stainless seam. But when you're going dark again, I can understand.
Yeah.
You're going to change the roof shingles at some point?
Yeah, the roof on my house is probably 20 years old, so it's got a little bit of a limited shelf life right now,
Yeah, okay.
which will at that point then go to the matching standing seam
Okay.
roof.
I mean, you could use a charcoal shingle, asphalt shingle too. But
Which I've done before,
Yeah.
they're nice.
the only comment I'll make about it, it's really more of a preference thing, is that the standing seam tends to be a little noisy when it rains and hail and stuff like that, as opposed to the asphalt shingles. But I don't have a problem with that decision.
Yeah, there's also, some cell phone signal issues, that I've heard with standing seam. in
Oh, really?
roofs. So,
Got it.
I plan to
Use
mitigate
Starlink?
that. What's that?
Use Starlink?
Yeah, I plan to mitigate that by running Cat 6 along
Yeah.
from the house to the building.
That's fine.
Yeah, I do plan on putting it'll be a flat roof in the building with 2 layers of our, what is that? It's a 5.5 inch black wool
Flat
bats.
ceiling, you mean?
Correct, in the ceiling.
Okay.
It'll be, because, the bottom corner of my trusses is a 2x6. So I'm gonna be laying my first layer of rock wool, with the trusses, and then my next layer will be perpendicular to that. So now I'm covering the bottom corner of the trusses as well. So there'll be a pretty hefty insulation layer in there, so to help combat those noises when it rains and hails and stuff like that.
I'm just curious, what do you have in mind for the overhead door?
The overhead door will be an 8x8, basically glass door.
Okay.
So it'll be full glass. So it'll look a much smaller version of this one on the top right corner.
top right, okay, yeah.
It's not gonna have the tinted glass like that one does,
Mhm.
at least not at this point. I don't think I'm going to, but it will look something like that, so it kind of blends in with that whole black look I'm going for. Or dark look I'm going for.
Okay.
All of the windows, the 3 along the front of the house, and then the one along that faces the house on the north side, they're all gonna be Marvin Essential windows.
Okay.
The one door, because Marvin Essential doesn't make an 8-foot tall, 36 wide man door, but their Elevate series does. So that'll be the Marvin Elevate series. which is, half step up from the Essential Series. They look, from a distance, they look identical. If you're comparing them right next to each other, you can see minor differences in style.
I've just used them on a house.
Oh, did you?
Same situation.
Okay.
Sliders in my case, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
Any other comments?
No,
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye, it's approved, thank you.
Perfect.
All
I
right,
didn't even get to talk about my gear package.
it's nice stuff. Here, you need it back?
I mean, I don't need it back.
Wait, yeah, this is just you're wrapping everything with.
So basically what these are, I know you guys probably want to be going, but I'll give you
No, it's,
demonstration. Okay, so,
I'm not trying to rush out the door.
no, you're fine. I'm just glad everything was approved. First thing is this. This right here is called Fentrum tape from Sika. It's a European product. This is used heavily in the European market, and it's just starting to make its way to America. And what this is you use this tape from the sheathing down over your ledger board onto your foundation to block off any air coming in through that. Air, bugs, things like that.
Mhm.
The zip is going to take care of my vapor seal. This is going to take care of my water seal along the foundation. Okay, you also use this in all of your window openings to make sure those are watertight.
Okay.
One product I have that you don't have is this right here, which is a prefabricated corner window
Mhm.
Oh, that's
to
very
water
nice.
seal that.
Sure, that's nice.
I only had a few of these, so I could give
No, I
them.
get it.
But you use these in conjunction with each other along all of your rough openings on your window, along your bottoms and your rod that leaks through the
You
windows.
wouldn't by chance be distributing these, would you?
What's that?
You wouldn't by chance
No.
be distributing this?
No. I wish, but no. This particular piece here that you see is also called Sika Fentrum. This is their 230 line.
Mhm.
This goes along the window, and I did put a piece of masking tape along this lip because there's it's just natural sticky onto the roll. But you put this up against your window where it sticks out, and then this goes over top of your flange and up
Mhm.
against your sheathing. Basically eliminates the need for Lexel or anything around your window. So this does your water seal around the
Mhm.
outside of your window. Okay, that's the gray side, not the white side.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this one.
The white stuff, this is a very similar product. It's just called Fentrum. It's an IS-20 line. This does the air sealing of your window. So before you put your window in, you put this along the jamb on the inside, and then stick this side to the rough opening to create that air seal all the way around on the inside. And then you could put your jamb and your trim up against that, so kind of eliminates the need for any foam or anything like that around your windows. So we'll be using all of these products here. Next,
they're looking for a sales rep.
right? I wish, but no. This right here is actually a house wrap. However, it is an air barrier house wrap that goes on the inside of the insulation, not on the outside. It's a smart house wrap. It's Sika makes it as well. It's called Myrex. And you put the lettering towards the inside of your building, and this is a smart vapor barrier that basically allows air into your cavity, but not out. So if you do get any moisture in your cavity, it allows air in to dry it, but it doesn't allow any moisture to come through. So then once this is up, you use this Reson tape to seal it, from piece to piece. This small little piece is called Twinette. You put this on your studs, and this sticks to this.
Yeah.
So there's no penetrations of staples through your vapor or through your air barrier.
Interesting.
Huh.
Okay. This particular tape is called Corvum. It's designed to be a corner, so you don't have to fuss in your corners. You
So
roll it
that's
out.
that one?
Yeah, exactly. It's an inside corner, so you roll it out on one side, take the adhesive on the other side, and you stick it over, and you've got a perfect manual corner that aren't rotted over, we go to put in premier drywall on
Perfect.
it. And
Hello.
I'm so sorry. I do also have this. This is a product from Benjamin Optic. If you've ever heard of that company.
Benjamin who?
Benjamin Optic.
Oh, yeah, I know. Okay.
This is a stick applied roof barrier. And it's got an acrylic adhesive on it. So any penetrations from your roofing that goes through this, the seal just automatically around it and seals it. Correct. And this last thing I have, this is a vapor barrier that could go on the outside. This is also stick applied. I decided not to go with this after talking with the sales rep at LP. I thought this would create a little bit of a moisture barrier between my zip and my LP instead of nailing it tight. I wanted a little bit of an air gap, which is what these little nubs give you.
Mhm.
After talking to LP, they said, yes, you can apply it, but it's absolutely not necessary.
Yeah.
We 100% warranty it with nailing it right to the zip. I said, okay, that makes my life easier. So.
Cool. Well, thanks for the, that's
Yeah,
nice information.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so you can adjourn the meeting at, there's no new business, no old business? You can adjourn the meeting at 5:49? What's this? We're done.